Oh, it's Eclipse back again. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Dispatch. It's more of a review. I'm going to be talking about it. And I already finished the game on Twitch. It's going to be coming to YouTube, like I said. I'm going to be doing my choose your own adventure games on Twitch, uploading it to YouTube as well. After that, there will be less games here. There's going to be games from January up until April, and that's it. And then after that, I'm going to be having a game again in November of next year. So there's going to be no games from April to November. Because I'm trying to focus only on choosing adventures on this channel. So there's only two that could be possibly coming out. There's The Wolf Among Us 2, which we have no idea about. There's nothing. We know nothing. Then there's Directive 180. And that's the only two games that I'll be playing on this channel. Those are the only two that we know about. Those are the only two that's announced. But there's one that we have completely no idea what's happening. And the other, we know that's coming out next year. Directive 180. We know that's coming out next year. But then coming back to this is a choosing an adventure game. So this is going to be a part of the January to April gameplays. Anyways, I'll be playing the game 2 times. I'm going to be playing the game on Twitch, censored version. Then I'll be playing the game again, but I'm only going to cover a few things, like I usually say in a lot of videos what I'm going to be covering. I'm going to be doing the uncensored version. So it's going to show middle fingers and all that. I don't really know why it didn't show middle fingers. I didn't say to not show that. That's more profanity. Like fuck you, bitch, asshole. It's more of that. I never said to censor that. That's more of profanity. When you saw me put on the nudity thing, it says censored nudity. That's basically what it is. Not profanity. Profanity is the same thing as saying curse words to someone. I don't really know the difference now. It's what? Anyways, the game is good, but there's a few issues. I feel like the QuickTime events, if you chose not to do QuickTime events versus QuickTime events, I feel like that takes away the whole purpose of it being a game. I get that I heard that it was supposed to be a TV show. I get that. But it takes away that it's supposed to be a game. So if you chose to, let's say, do the non QuickTime events, you're gonna be basically not even touching the remote for maybe 30 minutes at a time, 20 minutes at a time. There's some choices, but there's really not that many. There's some, but you barely need to move your hand. You just click, done. It's like those Netflix choosing adventures that they have. And you just play it and then done. But this, what I'm about to get at, they have these hack things. The only thing I had to say is when that little blob is in the middle and it's chasing you, I forget what it was called as of right now, but it basically chases you. Sometimes, what are you supposed to do if you're trapped in that box? There's nothing around you that you can protect yourself with to attack the thing. Because I know that a few of them they have a shock thing and it shocks the thing and all that and it gets rid of it. Sometimes it didn't have that. And it traps you in this box. And I'm trying to go around. What am I supposed to do? That thing chases you around like that. So fast. But anyways, the game is good. Other than that, the game is great. And what I want to get back at again, sorry if this review is all over the place. Telltale's back, basically. This is the old Telltale devs. So I want to talk about choices now. Um, there's some really big choices. There's the choice to kill, um, Shroud. There's a choice to kill Shroud or not to. Then there's a choice to be with a Visigal and or because basically depending on how you play, you can date both a Visigal and Blonde Blazer. But the thing is, almost no one had that. But the thing is that I want to talk about with the choices is that where just like with any other Telltale game, just like with what happened with Walking Dead, when because this game is gonna most likely have a season 2, most likely. The thing is, when you have a season 1 and 2, they have to somehow carry your choices over. The Walking Dead Telltale game, they didn't do that well. They did try to transfer like your choices and all that, and or a save file and or something and all that. And sometimes they have like a series of questions and all that. Thing is, it wasn't really used that well. Let's say you killed someone off. The old Telltale used to kill that character off almost right away because they didn't know what to do with them. They had no idea. And let's say Kenny, they lost his voice work of his death. They brought him back. And they barely talked about choices. Sometimes if you save Duck, or if you didn't, it doesn't really matter because then there's no question about saving Duck. There's no question not to save Duck. It's all up to Kenny on where if Lee saved Duck or not. Duck or Sean, or to like kill Larry or not to kill Larry. It's not really up to you to say, oh hey, that you saved Duck. Oh hey, you saved Sean. Oh hey, you saved whatever. You didn't try to help Larry, you try to help Larry. But then later, when you carry those choices over, it's all up to Kenny. It's not up to you. Like, let's say you killed Larry. Kenny would say, oh, hey, like, you didn't let me, like, kill. Like, you killed Larry or not kill Larry or whatever. What I'm trying to say is, choices don't carry over that well. This is still Telltale. That's why I'm saying this. This is still the Telltale devs. It's ad hoc studio, yeah, but they were supposed to work on The Wolf Among Us. Right here. It's the old Telltale. The Wolf Among Us 2 is an upcoming episodic adventure developed and published by LCG Entertainment, which acquired the Telltale Games brand name in 2018. It is a sequel to the 2013. We're still waiting for the next game. It's 2025. I'm sorry. The Wolf Among Us title taking place 6 months following the events of the previous title. Until 2023, Ad Hoc Studio, like I said, Ad Hoc Studio was contracted to develop the game for Telltale and had scripted the full season, but pulled out due to creative differences. It's their game though. It's technically their game. They're the old Telltale devs. They're the ones that made the first game. That's why they're a part of it. Let's get back to Dispatch. I hope they do something about the carrying over game 2. And will the second game be announced at the Game of the Year rewards? I might be watching it live on Twitch. Might be, depending on if I have time. But yeah, I rate the game a 10 out of 10 easily. But it might change depending on how season 2 has worked. So let's say your choices don't matter. I feel like some of the choices would feel like a waste if you try to go into season 2. So it's still gonna be a great season, but it's gonna be like a 9.8, 9.5. It's still gonna be a very good season, but I feel like the choices that you make may not have a greater impact because the game just ends basically. Like once you make all these big decisions and all that, and depending on what you do throughout the game, you can have Blonde Blazer and Invisigal, depending on what choices you make. And there was really huge choices at the end. What happens in the very next season? They destroy that. They destroy everything about your choices. Then what? That's the thing. Then what? Sorry that I'm out. I'll see you in the next one. But the thing is, I'm sorry that I've been all over the place with this review. I wanted to talk about other things. I wanted to talk about The Wolf Among Us. I wanted to talk about Telltale. I wanted to talk about this game all together in one video, and it was kind of all over the place. So, oh, also, another thing, this game has Aaron Paul that played Jesse on Breaking Bad, and also El Camino. And it has Jeffrey Wright, the one that played one of the villains in The Last of Us, the only one that I so called villain on The Last of Us. I didn't call Abby a villain. I don't think that she was like the main antagonist. He was the main antagonist. On both sides, Ellie's story and Abby's story. He was the main one that was gonna like he was the one in charge of everyone. And also, she played a few characters in Walking Dead. I forget which characters though. Molly and Bonnie. She voiced Molly and Bonnie in The Walking Dead. And she's in Dispatch. Laura Bailey. She played Abby on The Last of Us. Not sure if it'll say here. Her voice and motion capture role. Yeah, it doesn't really say it over here. Abby, right there. But yeah, that's all that I really want to talk about. They did have some YouTubers on it and all that, and some other people. But yeah, that's my review. And I did love the game. It's a 10 out of 10, but I feel like depending on how they handle it, I feel like it might well, and also I feel like it might weaken the game. It's going to be still a good game no matter what. No matter what you do, this game is going to be still a great game. It's just that how they handle season 2, I feel like the choices in this game is going to get weakened. Just like with season 1 of Walking Dead. There was The Walking Dead season 2, 3, and 4. The more you gathered the more you process through the game, season 1 become like the choices in the game becomes less of an impact, and it's more important for Clementine. If you get what I mean, like the choices, they should have kept people alive. Like I mean, choose to keep Kenny alive. Like if you choose to keep him alive, you could have had him talk to David. I really felt that David would have been really good friends with Kenny. Really good friends. And also, whenever you play as Javier and Clementine, you would get to see a Kenny without anyone from season 1 and without anyone from season 2. You would have seen Kenny as his own character. And he would have been really good friends with David because he lost a kid. Kenny lost a kid. When he had one of his family return and realize that he lost his daughter, he'll still be friends with Kenny because he lost a kid. I'm sorry. That's the end of the video. I had to talk about choices. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one, and bye.